Repeats.
I hope my screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Is there any component here?
Yes. No.
Okay, just cross check. Yes or no? No, right?
No.
The thing is, there is a component, but it has so many, you can see, errors and warnings. Can you see this? For that, the model is not visible. Okay. Now, if you face this kind of issues while dealing with the models, what to do? That is the main concern here. Okay. The thing is, if you get this
Yes.
kind of warnings or errors in your model, you need to start with the first error. Okay, not with the warnings. What error says, these should be solved. Warning, if it is there, not an issue, it will accept and it will give the model. But if you have the errors, you need to sort it out anyway. Okay,
Yes.
just if you hover on the mod like feature, it's gonna give you the pop-up what exactly wrong with that. The sketch cannot be used. Okay, otherwise you can right click on the feature and select what's wrong. Can you see this? Just
Yes.
open it,
Yes.
and here it shows in the description, the sketch cannot be used for a feature because an endpoint is wrongly shared by multiple entities. It's what it says. Read it and let me know what I need to do now. I need to clear this error by just reading the description what changes we can do.
There is an issue in Sketch.
Excellent. So it shows there is something wrong with the sketch. So what you can do is you can use a drop down, right click on the sketch and select edit sketch. Okay, and now here you can see there are sketches still underdefined. You can use this option, that is refresh sketch. Can you see this? Select this, and if I just click on refresh, it shows there are three
Mm.
errors in it.
Yes.
First one is 2 point gap. Okay, and if I go again with the second one, there is a small
Mm.
entity somewhere, and third one is again there are three or more points meet at this point. So we'll solve one by one. The first one is this. If you just click on this magnifying glass, it will showcase where exactly it is. So there is a gap. Okay, now I need to zoom in at this location. Turn off your magnifying glass and zoom at this location. You can use this one, that is zoom to area. You can select like this. Okay, you can see at this location there is a gap. So you can use trim tool, T for trim for me. You can simply drag and drop it on this coincident.
Mm.
Done.
Yes. Mm.
But still it is moving. I need to define the dimensions. You can select the smart dimension, define the dimension between these two. It is 50. Okay, if I refresh, it shows
Yes.
again there are two more issues with this. You can use this magnifying glass to see where exactly it is. Can you see at this location? You can again zoom there. This simple line, so you can trim or delete it. Okay, I'll again refresh
Okay.
the last one. It is somewhere here. You can again zoom in here like this.
Mm.
You can trim this. So if I refresh, it shows there is no issues with the sketch, and it you can close it, and then now it's fully defined, right?
Yes.
I'm okay with this. You can exit the workbench by using shortcut Q. You can select this option, continue, ignore errors. The features has a warning, so you can just select ignoring the other errors. Okay, so that you can uh, solve them in the next steps. Close this warning, and now you can see the model is visible, but still there are warnings and the errors. So which I need to solve first?
The first cut extrude.
No, first you need to deal with the errors. I told, right? warnings are okay,
Yes.
but if you have the errors, first you need to sort it out. So I'll simply right click on it and I'll just open the what's wrong. Let me know what exactly I need to do here. By reading the description, what you can understand.
If you look at Philip, please check the input geometry and radius value. The radius value is greater.
Okay, I can simply right click and edit this, and here you can see there is no preview. Okay, for the radius, like if you define the value something, so it shows the preview, right, like this.
Yes.
So the radius value was more. So right now it's clear, right? We are done with the all the errors. Now we should deal with the warnings. Again, I'll right click and I'll select this one, read the description and let me know what is wrong here.
Sketch contain dimensional relation to model geometry which no longer exists. No, I didn't get.
Uh, the sketch contains dimensions or the relations to the model geometry which no longer exist. Okay, in the sense you have used some of the entities to deal with the your sketch. Now they are missing, the references are missing. You can delete the tagging sketches or you can edit the model and restore the missing geometry. So what you can do is you can simply go into the sketch. It shows this sketch contains. Okay, so there is something again wrong with the sketch. Edit the sketch, and if I zoom in, can you see these are the dangling sketches, yellow color, right?
Yes.
You can delete them. Okay, that's gone. You can delete the relation between these two, that is collinear. Now it's gone, so you can exit, continue. That's gone, right?
Yes.
Now tell me about this, what is wrong?
The plane used by the sketch is missing and cannot. Uh, जिस प्लेन पे निकला था वो प्लेन नहीं है.
Good. There is something wrong with the plane. The plane used by the sketch is missing right now. So what you can do is, you should not select edit sketch. You can use this edit plane. Okay, there is something wrong with the plane. The plane is missing. You can simply select the face as a reference to avoid that. Okay, you can even create the one more plane at that location, but that's fine. Let's go on again. What's wrong with this?
Which no longer exist. Dimensional
Yeah, same
relation.
as first one. So there was something and now it is missing. You can see there was something as a reference for this 9 dimension, it is missing. You can simply delete this one and again you can assign the same. From here to here it is 9. Green check. Clear? Done.
Yes.
Now the last one is again the same. Sketch contains dangling sketches.
Yes.
So here you can see these are the things. You can delete them anyway. Now how to restore it? So first thing is I can assign the horizontal relation so that if I move this should also move, and you can assign equal so that you don't need to redefine the diameter for this, right? And then what I can
Yes.
do, and then from this to this I can define the dimension as how much, 15, and again same thing for this side, but still it is underdefined. You can define the distance between these. Clear?
Yes.
Any doubts? If you get any errors and warnings in the model, you can able to solve it, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, just practice the same case study, not the exercises. If you have time, you can deal with the others. Okay. This is very important session. Concentrate. There are two models. Okay. right?
Yes.
Now I need to make some design changes into this model so that I can get this one as a final model. Getting?
Yes.
So now what and all we can do? First thing, we can suppress these holes or delete these holes, right?
Yes.
And then I need to bring this rib at the center like this.
Yes.
And I need to add the fillets and I need to remove the shell here, and this should be tangent to this face, right? We'll deal one by one now. So you can, what you can do is you can simply select the surface and you can suppress it. Okay, that's gone. I'm doing shortcuts. Okay, you can go inside and you can do it. Control Z. Here you can go inside and you can select this face. It will show here. You can right click and suppress. Okay, one done. And next thing is I need this sketch to be edited. You can simply select, use the drop down and select the sketch edit, but simply select it, edit the sketch. Okay, shortcut. Now what I should remove so that I can add the tangency between these two? First thing is you add the tangency between these because that is needed, right?
Yes.
You'll get the warning like this. The sketch is fully defined. You can simply click on this over defined. Once you click on it, you'll get this one, sketch export. There are two ways. One is at diagnose and one is manual. If you select diagnose, software will automatically give you the inputs. The first thing is you should remove the tangency so that it will be fully defined properly. But I need that, right? You cannot do that.
Yes.
Next thing is you can remove the distance and everything will be fine. It says that might be the case. The next one is it shows you can reduce the 64 radius so that you can have this output. That is not the case, right? It should have the same radius. And finally it shows this one you can remove, you can get the shape, but this is also not the result. So this is the one which we are expecting, right?
Yes.
Accepted, green check. Otherwise best way is simply right click on it, delete it, that's all. Okay,
Yes.
that's done now. And the thing is I need these faces, right? You can see this is not hollow, this is hollow here, right? So what I can do
Yes.
is I can check my shell, go here. He has removed these faces, right? You can select these two and remove them so that it is one more I need to remove, right? This one. Yeah. Now that's fine. So we're almost there. This should be at the center. So you can see the dimensions. It is like this. So for your convenience, I'll edit the sketch. You can see the sketch is okay. It is exactly at the
Yes.
center of this one. So what you can do is by using these references, okay, you can activate reference axis. Okay, you can refer this one. Now this is visible. You can simply select this one and edit that. Now I need to bring this sketch, entire sketch here. You can see this. Now I need this sketch as output here. What to do? How you gonna bring it center? Any idea?
If we align this center point and this axle.
But it is fully defined. How can you move this? If it is fully defined, it is completely constrained, right?
Yes.
See here, it is collinear. If I delete this one, I can move this one, right? Remember these all. And then I should align it exactly at
Yes.
the center. You can refer the center point of this. Otherwise, you can simply refer the center point, midpoint of this one and this one. You can make it coincident. Otherwise, you can define the dimension or whatever you want. You can do it. Okay. And then
Yes.
uh, the radius is 8. In the sense, it should be how much?
8. 16.
I don't think so. Let us see. Okay. And then I need an arc. You can draw it. Okay. And I don't need this center one. And then it should be downwards, and you can use the smart dimension, hold the shift to define the minimum distance. That should be how much? 2. Clear? But still it is
Yes.
underdefined. You can move some of the points. Yeah, it lost its reference. Again you can define it. Coincident. Is it clear?
Yes.
So we are done with this. You can exit and you can see the same here, and you can turn off this. But still you can see this is extended, but this is flat. So what you can do, you can select this one, edit the feature. Okay, not this one, this, right? This has started somewhere else, right, from many of the plane, but I need this particular extrude should start from this face. You can use this from here, change face from there, automatically it will take this. Clear? Got it now?
Yes.
If you aren't, you can stop me and you can ask, otherwise you can re-refer the video. Okay, and now the fillets are missing. You can see the fillets here, it is there, but at this side it is not, right? You can add them. Simply select the edge, define it. How much it is? Let me define 5. Let's see. Yeah, it's okay. That's 5. Now very important thing is, you can see the shell of this has extended up to this face, isn't it? But here this shell has extended up to entire model. Can you see that? But I need the shell up to here only. Now what to do? So the thing is, concentrate here. If I use this rollback, what software thinks, you tell me? Software thinks only this much has created, okay? Getting? And whatever you do, it will be added from
Yes.
here, isn't it? You getting my point? If I use the rollback here, what software thinks? Only these two has been created. Whatever the parts are there just below this, they are deleted. Getting? Now,
Yes.
if I move this shell just below this, what software thinks? No. Before that, up to here you see. Now what software thinks? These all the features got created, right? And
Yes.
now, if I apply the shell up to where it should extend, up to entire body, right?
That. Yes.
But if I drag and drop it here, and if I apply the shell up to where it will extend, up to this top face, right?
Yes.
You getting my point?
Yes.
Now, if I just simply drag and drop this shell just below this fillet, that change happened. As simple as it is. What software thinks here? Only this much has created. If the user applies the shell, it should only extend to up to this face. Any doubts here?
No.
Interchanging the faces, very important. Write it down. This is very important. You need to practice a lot. So today we have covered 2 lessons, and one more is remaining. I'll cover this also, shelling and drips. Concentrate. Very simple one. Okay, this is the model. I need to create the shell. Okay, what you can do is
Yes.
switch to features and select the shell. In the shell you can here you can select the faces which you want to remove. I'll add 0.5 mm thickness here. Okay, 0.5 is the entire thickness. You can select the faces which you want to remove. These two should be removed for me. click on green check. Okay, you can see it is completely shell now with uniform thickness of 0.5 mm. But I need to remove these faces also. Getting these all the faces, they should be hollow. What to do? You can simply edit this and select the faces which you want to remove. Okay, now they are hollow. Clear?
Yes.
Now I need a plane from this top face which should be 10 mm below. You can flip the direction, not 10, 5. Okay, and on this, because this you can see this is a board kind of structure, I need a support. Okay, it should not strip. I need a support, like I need a rib structure here so that it should not bend. So what you can do is you can select this plane and sketch on it by simply I'll draw a line. Okay, one here like this and one more here, and now I'll define the dimension from here to this edge. It should be 5, and same thing here, 5. Okay, now cross check the dimension of this is, I'll make it only this much, and this is quite lengthier. Okay, now if I go back and if I use the rib tool and I just need to define the thickness here, I'll define as 1 mm. Okay, and you can see these are the adjustments with mid plane or left or right. I need from the mid plane. If you want to add the draft, you can add it here. You can define the draft angle, so downwards it will increase the draft. Now tell me, will it cover entire length up to the neck surfaces, or whatever the dimension I have given up to there only it will create the rib?
The dimension.
Okay, if I click on green check, whatever the size of your rib, it will cover entire model up to the neck surfaces. Got it? You can see the draft also. Fine. Now again what I'll do is I'll again select the sketch, sorry, plane. On that I'll sketch. Now I'll simply draw a line, one here, okay, one more here. Now tell me up to where these two can extend now.
Mm,
They're wrong actually, sorry. I'll select this face. Okay, on this face I'll draw. Now tell me up to where these two lines will extend now if I create the rib.
mm,
No idea. You can simply select the rib, define it downwards 1 degree draft. You can imagine this edge will extend up to this face. Okay, and even this edge will extend up to this face. Okay, same thing here. This will extend up to this, and this face will extend up to this face. Wherever this end, the same thing will happen. Okay, clear?
yes.
So to give up now, my question is, I have a rectangular block. Okay, I want to create a hollow rectangular block of uniform thickness 1 mm. What to do? Got my point?
Mm,
I'm having a
Can you
rectangular
repeat?
block. Okay, this is my block. This should be
Yeah.
hollow, but completely surrounded by all the faces. It should be hollow from inside. You know ball, right? Volleyball and all.
Yes, yes.
So completely covered, right? Same thing it should happen here.
So the parallel sides we will select faces.
Okay, not like that. You just select the shell. Define the thickness how much you want. 1 mm I need. Just click on green check. That's all. If you want to remove the face, you can select. If you don't want to remove the face, you simply leave it. And it will create the hollow block. If I want to create a ball kind of structure with the circular, what to do? Same thing. You can simply draw a circular section and you can create a ball. And now here one more thing, let it be, I think you know that one, not an issue. If we have the sketches which are open like this, okay, what happens? I'm just having the lines here. Can I create the features by using lines, open lines like this? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know how come you have said as, it's okay, fine. I'll use the revolve tool and I'll select the sketch, okay. And you can see if you have any of the open profile, it will create the automatic thin feature. Okay, here you can define the thickness how much you want and the thin feature will be created accordingly. Okay, and same thing here, I'll select this one, this sketch, I'll extrude it. This should be towards this side. In the thin feature, I'll mention it 5 mm and it should extend up to this face. What to do now? Should I drag like this?
Next to surface.
Yes, up to next is the best option. But now the thing is, I need the same sketch should be extended from this plane. What to do? I need the same feature this side. From this side I need. Any idea?
Mirror.
Mirror will not give the proper result because the same size will be there, but from here to here it is different. Getting?
Yes.
So shortcut is you can simply select the sketch, okay, extrude. It is extruding this from this face, right? From
Yes.
select plane. Select this plane. That sketch will be as a reference and select up to next. Clear?
Yes.
Any doubts?